Hi, Lori Miller here. I am here to record my letter for Jerry Kramer to go into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, here from my front porch in northern Wisconsin. Dear members of the Pro Football Hall of Fame Senior Selection Committee, first, thank you for taking the time to read this letter. I do appreciate it. I am writing this letter to respectfully ask you to vote for Jerry Kramer to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I feel very strongly that he deserves this honor. There are many examples why Jerry Kramer belongs in the Hall of Fame. His accomplishments both on and off the field are exemplary and have contributed to the sport of football and to the continued success of the National Football League. He is, as I'm sure you are well aware, most recognized for his famous block in the 1967 NFL Championship Ice Bowl game. Some would argue that this alone should put Jerry into the Hall of Fame. It is, after all, an iconic moment in sports history and was an incredible feat, which would have been virtually impossible without Jerry Kramer's contribution. However, there are other reasons why Jerry Kramer belongs in the Hall. The power sweep was a very effective play that Vince Lombardi used to win 5 NFL championships, including the first 2 Super Bowls. Jerry Kramer was a key component to the success of the power sweep. Every single one of the Packers' opponents knew that the play would be used, yet they could do very little to defend it. Again, Jerry Kramer was a key factor in the success of the power sweep and also to the success of the Green Bay Packers and the National Football League. Further, this happened during the early years of the NFL as we know it, and I believe was a catalyst in the future success of the Packers and the NFL. This is yet another reason Jerry Kramer deserves to be inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame. Jerry Kramer was also a kicker for the Packers for 3 seasons, and not just your average kicker. He kicked 3 field goals and 1 extra point in the Packers' championship victory over the New York Giants in 1962, and some think he deserved to be named the most valuable player of that game. In the 3 seasons he was a place kicker for the Packers, Jerry Kramer kicked 29 field goals and 90 extra points, which shows that he was a very versatile and talented football player, and again, not just your average kicker. This is another example of Jerry's contribution to a winning tradition, a team effort, and to the National Football League. Jerry Kramer should also be recognized for his contribution to the NFL and the sport of football as an author of several best-selling books. With his unique perspective, he describes what being a part of a championship tradition is like, and the effort it requires to succeed. He also wrote with eloquence, humor, and perspective about life after the NFL. His books were the beginning of a whole new genre, sports literature, which is evidenced by other successful sports books that followed. This also contributed to the success of the NFL and continues to this day. I believe that all books written about sports are deserving of recognition. However, it can be argued that Jerry is really the one who got this going. I also believe that this benefits the NFL and the sport of football, and is another reason that Jerry Kramer deserves to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Lastly, if I may, I would like to give my personal vote of support to Jerry Kramer because I am a teacher and a grandma and, of course, a Packer fan. As a teacher, I strongly support Jerry's accomplishment to literature. He does have appeal to the younger generation. I can tell you that without a doubt. As a grandma, I appreciate that Jerry signed a baby cheesehead for my grandson. He did this willingly and without charge, and it is a memory I will cherish forever. Jerry's appreciation for his fans is another reason I think he belongs in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Respectfully, Lori Miller, Eland, Wisconsin. If a guy belongs, he belongs.